time. We have our drawing. We have our topic related drawing is there. And then we have...
Galitam phalam.
Suraj, I said prayer. Suraj, prayers. Nobody did prayers.
Okay. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastava Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Shukamukadam
What happened? You... Okay. Actually, now what's the time? It's 7:20. So I think we have another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I have to hand it over to Laxmi Mataji for the cooking session. So we will start. Okay. Suraj, what happened? He was saying the shloka and I don't see him anymore. But who wants to say?
Mataji, I don't know why, but suddenly I got kicked out of the meeting.
I don't know. Okay, I'll pick Subhadra. Say the shloka. Subhadra next. Athar. Subhadra and Athar.
Mataji. Nigamaka Patador Galitam Phalam Sukamukaram Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam
Very good job.
Thank you, Mataji. Shri Krishna.
Ramachandra.
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead.
Okay. Nigamakal Galitam Phalam Sukamukhadam Mrtadravasam Nitam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha.
Okay, what happened? You have cold, Ramchandra?
Yeah.
Okay, Rishita, you want to say?
Yeah. Mataji, can I go after?
Yes, yes.
Nigamakal Galitam Phalam Sukama Amratadrava Samyutam Pibata Rasam Alayam
Muhuraho. Good job. Good job. Kavya, then Suraj. Kavya, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Mukund. Sorry for joining late.
No, I was waiting for you. Thank you for joining. Go ahead, Kavya. Go ahead.
Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukadam Ritadrava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhur Ahorasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha.
Suraj and then Mukund.
Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam Shukamukadam Ritadrava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka.
Yeah, good job.
Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukadam Ritadrava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Ojasvi.
Yes, Mataji. Nigamakal Galitam Phalam Sukamukadam Ritadravasamyam Yata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka.
Mokshit. Thank you, Ojasvi. Mokshit, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukahad Amrtada Asamyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha.
Good job.
Mataji.
Okay. I think most of you all who raised the hands got it on. Is there anybody else who wants to try the shloka? Or we should go ahead? Okay. I want one of you to read the translation.
Mataji,
Abhigya, go ahead. She didn't get a chance.
O expert and thoughtful man, with Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literatures, it emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls.
Okay. Somebody's raising hand. Can you all lower your hands? I think you all got chance. That was maybe for the shloka. Thank you. Okay,
Hare
so
Krishna,
today...
Mataji, a small announcement. Today is a pizza cooking day. So please,
Mataji,
children.
I
Yes,
finished
Mataji,
making pizza yesterday and I
Okay.
ate it and I forgot to eat it now.
Okay.
No problem. I'm talking to the children who's participating in pizza cooking.
Brahmana
Okay.
is using Bhagavatam.
Whoever wanted to make pizza today, if we please keep ready your pizza dough. Okay. Kindly please keep ready your pizza dough so that Mataji will teach you and we can enjoy pizza. And today is National Pizza Day, so we are all going to enjoy pizza on this special day. Okay. By offering to Krishna.
I am also making with all of you. And yes, as I said, we just have 25 more minutes. We have to finish the story. I know you all are going to say, I know this story, Mataji. I know, but be patient. We will just see some important points as well. And we will try to make it more interesting as much as possible. And we will do, usually we always do our topic related drawing. So we will do that also. So baby, you can be ready with your paper and pencils. Or some of you who maintain books, please get your book and pencil. Okay. So today our chapter is chapter 18.
So Mataji, we're going to have two things today?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So not right now. So chapter 18 is what we are seeing. What is the chapter 18 titled as?
16.61.
Parikshit Maharaj being cursed by a Brahmana boy. How many of us know that Parikshit Maharaj has been cursed by a Brahmana boy? Most of us know, right? Yes.
And that Brahmana boy did not know that was the Parikshit Maharaj.
What was the boy's name? What was the Brahmana boy's name?
I'll go get my book.
Huh? Who is that Brahmana boy who cursed Parikshit Maharaj? Oh, what's the name of the boy? It starts with S.
Shringy.
Shringy. Okay, so the chapter starts like, okay, so the chapter we are seeing till 30th verse today, okay, from 1 to 30th, but we don't see shloka by shloka. I will just tell you the summary of it, okay? So in Srila, we'll see a little bit of Srila Prabhupada's translations and purports. So what happened was when Parikshit Maharaj was born, we discussed so many times that when a child is born, the parents try to do their horoscope. You can check with your parents.
Why is he fired?
Krishna, you have to be quiet. Otherwise, you're not being in the class. Okay? You cannot. So you have to just hear. So as soon as a child is born, even when Dina Krishna was born, we did that. So they do predictions. The astrologers do predictions and they're going to tell how the child is going to be. So when Parikshit Maharaj was born, Yudhishthir Maharaj checked and then they predicted that he's going to be bitten by a snake bird. Okay. So if one of us know that, suppose if I know Rishita, Rishikesh, some of us knew that we will be killed by so-and-so animal or so-and-so disease. How is our life going to be? What do you think? How are we going to lead our life? Yes, Rishita.
I would say, like, from that day on, the parents and us are like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Okay. Who else has an answer? Abhigya.
Well, maybe I would like, if I heard that, maybe I'd try to be like a good person like I wouldn't put the snake on the sage, and that would not be to any curses by that, and try to be good all the time.
Yeah, so basically we will be anxious, right? If it was me, I'll be anxious. Oh, maybe the snake bird is going to come now. The snake bird is going to come tomorrow. So it's like an anxious life, right? But Parikshit Maharaj never led a life like that. He was not worried about the fact that the snake is going to. I heard Radheshyam Prabhu was giving class, and then I was hearing him explain this, that he was not leading any anxious life. He was not worried about that. Why? Why do you think Parikshit Maharaj is not worried? You can unmute.
Because he started.
One of you can unmute.
Mataji, because he was going to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, so you're saying maybe because he's a great devotee? Is that what you're saying? He's completely dependent on Lord Narayan. And we all know that Parikshit Maharaj saw Krishna where? When?
In the womb of Uttara.
When he was in the womb itself, he saw. But now Krishna saved him when he was in the womb of his mother. So Parikshit Maharaj could have asked, why don't you save me now? Yes or no? He can ask, right? Why don't you save me from this snake? Yes or no? How many of you think that's a valid request that Parikshit Maharaj can make? Raise hands. But he didn't ask. Why? Because he knows, a true devotee knows that whatever is happening is a blessing. See, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that anything sent by God is a blessing for the devotee. And in the history, we have seen so many examples till now. One greatest example whom you can think of. They take troubles also as blessings. Give an example.
Kunti Maharani.
Yes, Kunti, famous example, Kunti Maharani. Yeah. So like, suppose you go take a medicine, like Dina Krishna now is an antibiotics, and he always says, oh, it is bitter. Every day when I give him, he keeps saying bitter. But it's painful, but it is helpful, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Mataji. Yes. Yeah, so the devotees also think like that. So that's
Mataji.
why Maharaj.
Mataji?
Yes.
I just wanted to say, the other camera is on too. Your other camera?
Dina Krishna is doing
Your
that.
voice.
Okay.
Dina Krishna is doing that. Dina Krishna. If you're president, then just go. I'm so sorry. Okay. So now, going forward, the sages are saying, actually the sages are doing sacrifice, right? So they mentioned, like we're sitting in the sacrifice and this black smoke coming, and then they thought, okay, maybe we will stop this sacrifice, because they're hearing when they were, the sages are, they're all there in Naimisharanya, right? Doing for a sacrifice. And then that is when they're hearing Bhagavatam. And in Bhagavatam, it's explained that hearing the glories of the Lord is the greatest sacrifice. So they thought, okay, maybe we will stop this, go and hear about Krishna. Let's hear that. And then maybe we'll take a break and then come back. But once they start hearing, they got so addicted, they got so much liking that they just want to go on and on and on and on hearing the glories of the pastime. And it is said that, is Bhagavatam and Krishna the same? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, how many of you are saying yes? Yeah. Bhagavatam
Mataji, I am saying yes.
Yes, Bhagavatam and Krishna both are same. And I heard in one of the lecture, they said that if at all you don't have a DT, somewhere you go, you forget, you can offer the prasad, the bhoga to even Bhagavatam. It is as good as offering to Krishna. So Bhagavatam and Krishna are same. That is why the sages were thinking that they were very pleased by the nectar of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead. So they say that you're distributing that. So we are very, very pleased with this. So Srila Prabhupada in further purpose also gives the importance of association of devotees. One time, my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was walking in the Chowpatty temple. And then there is one Mataji who is explaining, who is helping in the DT kitchen. So then she saw Maharaj, she just played obeisances, and then she asked Maharaj asked, oh, are you helping? Are you cooking? Are you doing the seva of cooking to Radha Gopinath? And then that Mataji says, no, Maharaj, I'm not second initiated. I'm just assisting a Mataji who is Brahman initiated and who is cooking for the deities. And First Maharaj says, oh, how fortunate you are that you are cooking for the deities. And then when Mataji says that I'm assisting, he will say, oh, then you're more fortunate. And then he leaves the place. So she didn't understand what Maharaj meant by that. And then she just went and asked this counselor, and then they said, because you're, as Advait said, Dasanudas, you are the servant of servant, like associating with devotees, helping with devotees, being the servant of the devotees is very, very important. Because why devotees are more important? Why?
Because if you serve devotees, you will get more credit from Krishna.
Yeah, serving devotees is because Krishna loves devotees. Devotee says, Krishna says, my devotees are worthy of worship. So Krishna is only liking devotees so much. So that's why devotees of Krishna are very, very important. And in 5th shloka, 6th shloka, it's mentioned about good government. How many of us want good government? At home, at school, or you go to a theme park, government is managing properly, right? It need not be just the government of the state. It can be your house, it can be your school, it can be a theme park. Everything should be managed properly. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
So Prabhupada says in the purport, a good government is a government where the Kali Yuga is kept away, to keep the Kali Yuga away. So Kali Yuga symptoms, right? Basically, Kali Yuga has all the symptoms that we have seen previously. So if the government, like who is managing us, they can maintain all that. Suppose you go to a temple. They clean the temple nicely. They take care of the deities nicely. They offer good prasadam, but they say no Bhagavatam classes because we cannot manage people. It's too much crowd. We cannot manage. Do you think they're doing good management? No, right?
No.
No, Mataji.
Yeah, good management is they do what is needed. They manage everything properly. They manage things so that in temple the Kali Yuga is like a disease, right? So the disease should be kept away. Like you go to the doctor, they do the diagnosis and they say no treatment. Is that a good management? They have to do the treatment to keep you away from the disease, right? So so that is a good management. Taking the disease away, taking the Kali Yuga away is a good management. So he mentions that, and there are 3 advantages of Kali Yuga. I was surprised to hear these 3 advantages in the shloka number 7. Number 1 is just by thinking about what is that? Just by see, in olden in previous yugas, if you think bad about somebody, you get negative points, right? You are like failed. But in Kali Yuga, if you just think, oh, maybe I have to buy a dress to Radharani, or maybe I have to do a pearl necklace to the deities, just by thinking itself, you are getting the benefits. It's very, very nice, right? You don't have to actually do it. If you have a good thought itself, you are reaping the benefits. And just by doing Harinam, it's equivalent to all the auspicious activities and you will have all the good benefits. And third one is just by hearing Bhagavatam, that what you're doing every week, just by hearing Bhagavatam, you can arrest the Lord in the heart. He will not leave you. He will just stay with you. Oh my, these children, they're just listening to Bhagavatam. So, and then further Srila Prabhupada also mentions about association. Like few chapters we have also seen, great association. It's like diamond ring is there. Diamond, if it's kept in a dark room, does it shine?
Yes.
No, it doesn't shine in dark room. When will it shine?
When the sun is on it.
Sun is on it. So similarly, when we keep ourselves at the feet of the Guru or at the feet of the great devotees, at the association of great devotees, then we will shine. What does mean shine? Shine doesn't mean you'll have effulgence around you, right? Imagine we all walk with effulgence. Shining means we grow spiritually. We grow as a better person.
Mataji.
Huh?
I noticed in that picture there was Radhanath Swami Maharaj.
Yes, Radhanath Maharaj and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj.
Yeah.
Yes. So all that. So that is there. So then now they're talking about, till now Prabhupada mentions about association, and now are we getting bored by hearing Bhagavatam? It keeps going on and on, right? Sometimes my son asks, is there a stop for Krishna's stories? Is there a stop point for the Bhagavatam stories? Is it there? No, right?
No.
So then we are not saturated, right? We are not saturated. So the glories of Krishna are very, very wonderful, that there's no saturation point. That's why Bhagavatam is not boring. keep going. See new stories, new points keep on coming. It's very, very important to read Bhagavatam every single day so that the Lord also gets arrested in our heart. So I'll tell you one story about Jayadev Goswami, who is the greatest devotee of the Lord, because we're talking about great association, we're talking about great personalities. Just a glimpse. I will not tell a detailed story. What's the time? Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. So Jayadev Goswami, his wife is Padmavati. Actually, he didn't want to get married, but Padmavati's father is a great worshipper of Lord Jagannath. And he didn't have a child for a long time. And then after praying to Lord Jagannath, finally he had a daughter called Padmavati. And then when she comes of a marriageable age, Lord Jagannath himself will say, I have a great devotee of mine called Jayadev Goswami. Go and get him married to her. So then Jayadev Goswami gets married. It's a story like he was not interested, but because Jagannath Swami has said, Padmavati's father will leave for his daughter and then he will go. So Jayadev Goswami will stay with her. And he's the one who wrote Gita Govind also. Jayadev Goswami, what happened? One time the king, Lakshmana Sena, when he was staying in Bengal, he comes to know that the greatness of Jayadev Goswami. And then he says that, ask Jayadev Goswami to come and stay with him. But Jayadev Goswami says that, don't stay, I don't want to stay in rich, just, I'm in a class. So he will say that, Jayadev Goswami will say, just give me a minute. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so Jayadev Goswami says that he doesn't want to come because he didn't want to live in an opulent house. But then the king says, okay, I will build you a hut in Champahati, which is in Bengal. So he says, can you please stay there? I will not come and disturb you. So he will go and stay there in Champahati, which is called Champaka. There were a lot of Champaka trees that time. That's why it is called Champahati today, but it was Champaka Hatta. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu gave darshan to Jayadev Goswami here at this Champahati. He got the vision in the golden complexion, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He got a vision, and then Radha Madhav's vision. And while he stayed here, and Jagannath Swami actually later requests him to come to Puri. And Jayadev Goswami goes to Puri. He feels very bad because he understood that the Lord is going to come even in the Bengal, so he didn't want to leave that place. But still he goes because Jagannath Swami orders, and then he just goes. And he spent a lot of time in Puri. That is when he starts writing Gita Govind. That's another story where the Lord himself comes and writes few lines for him in Gita Govind. That's another story. But the point I'm saying is, Jayadev Goswami and Padmavati, they're always talking about the pastimes of the Lord. And Padmavati used to enact like a gopi. They used to talk all the pastimes. They're always engrossed in the glories of the Lord. That's why they're all great people. That's why the Lord got arrested in their heart and gave darshan. So association of the great devotees is always very, very important, so that we will also shine like a diamond and we will also grow under the shelter of these great devotees and Guru. So very, very important.
Question.
That when we are drawing. Okay?
Okay, Mataji.
So it's a very big story, but I just mentioned 2-3 lines in the interest of time. So then story. So now the story of today's Pariksith Maharaj being cursed by a Brahmana boy. How many of you know the story? Most of you all know, right? Yes. So one time Pariksith Maharaj, he was hunting in a forest, and he was feeling very thirsty. So today what happened? I went to pick my son from school. From school to my house, just 10 minutes. Every day I fill their full bottle, but they don't drink. They bring it back.
I drank the whole
so but
thing.
today he drank the whole bottle and he started saying, I'm thirsty whole way. I'm like, it's 10 minutes, you just wait. He's like, I cannot control, I'm thirsty. And when I fill their full bottle, he never drinks. Today I feel little less because I didn't want to waste water. And he is saying he was thirsty. So when we are thirsty, you get so restless because you cannot control, right? Thirst, hunger, sleep. How many of you think you can control?
No, Mataji, it's very
To
hard.
be really honest,
Yes,
yeah.
very hard.
Yeah, very hard. Like that,
To be
Pariksith
really
Maharaj
honest.
also was feeling very, very thirsty. And then he saw this Rishi, Sammika Rishi. But Sammika Rishi, his sense organs, his breath, his mind, his intelligence, everything was restrained from material activities, and he was in trance, and he was just, like he was not in a waking consciousness. He was just in his transcendental position, just meditating. But then when he went and asked for water, because he was in that position, he didn't respond. But actually, Pariksith Maharaj is very, very respectful. But that day, whatever circumstances, he got so distressed because of his extreme hunger, thirst, and he showed all that anger towards the sage, his anger, his envy, everything. And he felt insult. He felt insult.
Mataji, Parikshit Maharaj should have ate before he went hunting.
He ate, but maybe he's still hungry. It must be long time hunting, okay? So then he felt insulted that he was not received, because when kings come, obviously they're welcomed very nicely, right? So he felt insulted. Please, pens and papers, please be ready with pens and pencils and paper. So then he was feeling, he showed all that day. Sometimes we show tantrums, right? Kids, oh, I'm hungry, I'm sad. So, but Parikshit Maharaj is a great devotee. We all know everything happens. As we discussed before, the great devotee thinks everything is ordained. Means everything is orchestrated, everything is sanctioned by the Lord. Parikshit Maharaj is behaving like that doesn't mean that Parikshit Maharaj is bad. Parikshit Maharaj is a great devotee. But for all of us, he took that position. If he didn't take that position, today you and me are not sitting here and doing Bhagavatam, right? So to bring that, he didn't mind to be in that position of being bitten by a snake or making a mistake. Right? So Parikshit Maharaj, what did he do? So he felt insulted, and while he was leaving, what did he do?
He put a snake on his neck.
On whose neck?
On the sage's neck.
On the sage's neck. But what happened? Parikshit Maharaj did one thing. Many of us make mistake and give justifications. How many of us do that? Yes, even I do that.
Me.
Yes, but Parikshit Maharaj, after going
Mataji,
back,
I also do some mistakes.
yeah, Parikshit Maharaj, after going back, he started contemplating. Whatever actions we do, we should always contemplate. What is contemplating? We have to think, reconcile. What did we do? Is this good? I tell to my kids also, when you go to sleep, you have to think on whole day, what did I do? Is there anything bad? Is there anything good that I do? When you reconcile, then you will understand your mistakes. Otherwise, we will think great about ourselves. Otherwise, we will end up thinking whatever we do is good. Then Parikshit Maharaj thought, the sage is actually in meditation. He's completely concentrated and his eyes are closed. Oh, then he was feeling very bad. Like, it means he's just contemplating. He's thinking what all has happened, the scenario. So what happened after his contemplation? What did he understand and what happened? You will see tomorrow. We will end it here.
I didn't want the snake, Amma. Yeah, I want the snake.
Okay. I know I wanted to complete the full story.
What is this?
But as we said, we just have no time. We'll have 5-10 minutes. Can we start drawing?
Yes, Mataji.
Please keep book. I always say we have to. No craft. Craft needs at least half an hour. So we always. I always suggest you please keep book so that it will be very, very nice. You can write the title on the top, 1.18 chapter, and then when you draw, it will be a good memory for you when you grow big. When
can you show me all my drawings I put in
not now.
I want to show.
Krishna, today they have another activity. No time. Please. You can show them next week.
Can I just show one drawing?
Please put the title of the chapter. And Mukund, you wanted to ask something, right?
Yes, Mataji.
What was that?
Mataji, I just had one question. In many
What is
like in these slides, one of them, its title was Nabadvip.
Navad? Actually, I just I took it from a story just to paste it. I pasted Navadvip. Yes.
So my question is that I've seen many places that the spelling is like weird. Instead of like Vrindavan, it's Brindavan.
Yeah, because the Bengalis have, instead of V, they have B. Brindavan, Brajabhakti, they say all like that. Instead of V sound, they have B sound. For all V, B, they're B. Maybe some Bengalis will be able to answer if there are any in the call.
Hey, Mataji, can you go back to the other slide?
Sorry, yes. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, what's the number again?
What is that? Title?
Yeah,
you can just put the chapter's name. Pariksith Maharaj being cursed by a Brahmana boy. Or you can write Pariksith Maharaj, put a snake around Samika Rishi. Just a title, date, and then please draw.
Can you go stop here?
Don't do it.
Okay. I want to just wait. I need to use all the pages, right? So I'm gonna what is that? Yellow, I need yellow.
Okay, we will just, what's the time? Because I have to give the call to the phone. Laxmi Mataji, what's the time? This is a known story to all of us, right? Pariksith Maharaj story. Maybe when you were very little, you started hearing that. Okay, 5 minutes, Dina Krishna. Now don't.
But how did you draw that?
It's very easy, right? Systematic steps are there.
First we draw this.
Just draw the board, yes. And then you bring. Very easy, Dina Krishna.
Like this?
Yes.
How can we hear? You can take it. What? Can you please send it in the...
I will send it to your mom. You want me to send it to your mom?
Sure, Mataji.
I'm not calling it. Just go.
Wait, what do we put as the title, Mataji?
You can put the chapter name like Pariksith Maharaj being cursed by a Brahmana boy, or you can write Pariksith Maharaj puts a snake around Samika Rishi's neck. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
So the 3 points that we have learned is the advantages of Kali Yuga, and we understand that everything is ordained by the devotees. Understand that everything is ordained by the law, by the Lord. That means Lord is sanctioning everything that is happening in our life. So, and what is the good government? We have learned these points. Yes.
I don't know how to draw. I'll draw my other level best. Mataji, I was doing. Are we doing this drawing?
Yes, Prahlad. So we started with this new chapter, Pariksith Maharaj being cursed with a Brahmana boy. Again, I'm summarizing while you're drawing. There is no difference between Bhagavatam and Krishna. And hearing about the glories of Bhagavatam, the sages were feeling it was the nectar. They stopped their sacrifice also and they continued hearing the glories. And they mentioned, and there are in the 7th shloka, there's mentioned about 3 advantages of Kali Yuga. One is by doing Harinam, it's equal to all auspicious activities. When you read Bhagavatam, the Lord is arrested in your heart. And if you just think about doing good,
Send the picture group because I feel like I want to draw right now.
Who is that?
Shama Gauri.
Yeah, you don't have to draw right now. I will send it after the class, okay?
Mataji, I finished.
Okay.
No, it is very easy.
Steps are posted in the group.
Mataji, but
Mataji, can I see the other one?
now.
You want the other one? This is little
Mataji,
smiley.
I'm drawing this one. Can you go back to that one? I was just...
Dina Krishna said the other one is smiling, but the snake bird should be a little angry. So he said
Hare
we will
Krishna,
draw.
Mataji, we have pizza making also, right?
Mataji, this is right, Prahlad. I want to show you my picture.
Mataji, can I take 1 minute? I will see if anybody is done, then I'll end it.
Okay, Mataji.
Rai Prahlad, you want to show? Show me.
Hey, snake டி அழகா பண்ணிருக்கா பாரு.
I don't want to do it.
ஏய் எவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்குடி.
No, I just want to watch.
Okay. Shamagori, mute yourself. Rai Prahlad, good job. Very nice.
I won't give her
Ramachandra sir.
ஒரு விஷயம் கூட.
Mataji, I'm done.
Ramachandra, good job. Please post in the
Mataji,
group. Very
can I
nice.
show? I just finished.
Yes, who is that?
Prahlad. Wait, I need to take it.
Rai Prahlad finished. Ramachandra is done. Prahlad, where is Prahlad? Where are you? Very, very nice. Beautiful. Wonderful.
I just drew it. I'll submit it. I just drew it like very quickly.
You're awesome. Good.
I'm done.
Mataji, I am done. This is me, Rishita.
Rishita, super. Good job. Please write the title. Very nice. I really loved your snake. Good.
The title is like what
The chapter.
again?
Write the 18th chapter. Pariksith Maharaj cursed by a Brahmana boy. Okay? All of you get ready with your pizza stuff. Whoever is stuff. Dina Krishna, we can't
Mataji,
wait.
I just finished. Can I show real quick?
Is Akshita? Is this Akshita? Who is this?
Yes,
Who said who?
Mataji.
Ojasvi. Is this Ojasvi? Ojasvi. I got Kachu. Very nice, Ojasvi.
Can I
Beautiful.
show mine because I'm not done?
Oh, you just finish up this.
Mataji, this is Akshita. I finished it.
Akshita. Where is Akshita? Akshita. Where are you? Where are you? I think we have to end now. It's time.
Spotlighted Mataji Akshita.
Akshita, yes. Akshita, very, very nice. And who is this? Abhigya, very beautiful.
Thank you, Mataji.
All of you did very quick job. See, that's why I come with small things because we don't have much time. Abhigya, good job. Okay, I think we will stop here. Okay, show. You can show when they're getting ready also for their pizza class.
We are sorry because we have other activity also, pizza, so that we are closing here.
Okay, Mataji, see, Dina Krishna is showing. He wants to show you.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji. Very beautiful, Dina Krishna. So we will move to pizza making.
Oh yeah, Veena Krishna, that is nice.
Thank you all so much. I will see you next week.
Nice drawing, Dina Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Laxmi Mataji. Welcome, Mataji. Here we go. Everybody. Mataji, call is yours, Mataji.
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna, kids.
Are we all ready for the pizza?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, they're in transition.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This
They're
is
in
Shamagori.
transition.
Right, Mataji. From craft to eating, right? It's almost dinner time, Mataji.
Yes. Okay,
How
let's
to
go.
make the pizza?
All right, and you know, kids, something that I didn't know earlier and I found out today. It is a National Pizza Day.
Yay!
See, Krishna makes the arrangements that on National Pizza Day, we can offer pizza to Krishna. Isn't that a good thing? All right. Let's not talk, but let's get started. So you got all the ingredients ready, right? The things that we wanted to keep ready is one is the pizza base. The other one is your pizza sauce. And the third one is if you're using paneer, you wanted to make, what is the paneer I'm using? What's it called? What paneer are you using? Paneer? Paneer tikka, right? So you wanted to keep your paneer tikka ready, right? So these are the few things that we wanted to keep ready and we'll start assembling because making sauce and all is going to be a lengthier process. So let's start. So I got my dough here and I got my, this tray here in which I'm going to make the pizza. So are we all ready?
Mataji, I don't want to do it, but can you send a list for me and my family to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, we have already sent the list. So it's there in the group. You'll see everything.
Okay.
Anybody is doing live pizza today?
Mataji, we are doing the pizza, Mataji.
Okay, perfect.
Mataji, we are also doing Jagannath and Dina Krishna.
Awesome. So I have a lot of kids supporting me today. Let's do it. All right. So I got my pizza dough here. I'm going to just transfer it to the tray and I'm going to make the pizza, okay? This pizza base is from yesterday, so hopefully it will work out for us.
Mama, can I exit the call? If I want.
Shamagauri, please mute.
Let me get some oil. So any pizza shape that you want to make, usually everybody makes round pizza. So I do not even use the rolling, whatever it is, the rolling thing to roll the pizza, but I use my hands and I just keep pushing it like this just to get the shape I want, right? And it just depends upon you. You want a thin crust pizza, you want a pan pizza, you want a thick crust pizza, just depending upon how you like your pizza, just make the shape. Oh, before we start all that, kids, let's set our oven. So I usually like high heat for the pizzas because the rest of the ingredients are almost ready and we do not want to bake them so much, right? So I usually use, say about 500 for my pizza. So let's start our oven first. Let's preheat the oven because that's going to take a little bit of time.
Mataji, what is the degree?
500.
I'm using 500, Mataji.
500.
Oh,
500. Yeah, because the only thing that we're going to bake is our dough. We don't want the rest of the things baked. So I like quick baking for the dough.
Oh, she wants to quick baking. Jeez. No.
Not even a little bit. Why not?
कुछ बनास्तावा?
Mataji, can we see Coco?
Coco, not now. Let's make pizza first. Okay, once we're done with all this, see, it all depends upon us. If we finish all this on time, we can see Coco. Right? So let's do our pizza first. Once it goes in the oven, we have a lot of time to talk and meet Coco.
I want to see Coco.
Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, let's just do the pizza first. Rhonda, is that you? Let me know once you're ready to start putting the toppings on. I just need another minute or so and I'll be done. For the toppings, I will be ready for the toppings. All right, kids, are you ready?
Yeah, all the kids who finished the snake drawing also, please send in the group. Sorry to interrupt.
No, Mataji, that's all right. You should keep talking.
Yeah, they will draw, but they'll forget to send, Mataji.
I hear you, Mataji. That's what I keep reminding them about Devanagari too. So I totally understand. They have too many things, right?
Stop doing that.
All right, kids, I'm ready with my dough. And I'm ready to start the topping, if you all are. Do you wash my hands? All right, we ready?
Mataji, 7:20, we will, another class is going to start 7:20, right? 7:10, we will move to the breakout, Mataji. Another,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mataji. I'm just thinking once the pizzas are in, we can wrap up, and then once everybody's done with their pizzas, we can just post the pictures in the group.
Sure, Mataji. But still, we can go to the breakout if there is
Sure.
anything needed after
I
7:10.
think by 10 looks difficult though. All right, kids, are we ready? Okay, what I'm going to do first is to put the pizza sauce on the top, okay? So I made the pizza sauce, which is here, right? So that's the pizza sauce. And I'm going to spread it on the base. So my base is square, right? I usually make square pizzas instead of round pizza. So we're going to spread it on our pizza base, okay? Let's do that.
Mataji already spread it.
Oh gosh, you're faster than me. I'm behind you. All right, you spread it. Now, next thing what we're going to do is just put the toppings on. So what I usually like to do is for the toppings, whatever way you like the toppings, just put it. Anything that you want to bake, I just put that in the bottom with the sauce so that it gets the flavor. Anything we want raw and crunchy, I'll leave it on the top. So if you want to start doing that, you can use any vegetable of your choice for the topping, from basically from paneer to tofu to bell pepper, corn, pineapple, olives, jalapenos, anything that you like, you can top it. Tomatoes, right? A lot of people use tomatoes, spinach.
Mataji?
Yes.
I just remembered that even I live across from the temple, so sometimes I have a temple breakfast, and one Prabhu, he makes pizza, and whenever he makes pizza, it's always like rectangle, so like how you're making.
Oh my goodness. That is awesome, right? So something that we are learning from each other. That is good. Thanks for bringing that up.
I like the rectangle pieces because also there's more inside pieces. Like when you cut it, instead of only crust, you can also get like pieces that have like no crust, because some people don't like crust like that. So
yeah, no, that is right. Yeah, that's how I like it.
Mataji, this is Kavya. Do we need to boil? Do we need to boil the tomatoes to make sauce?
Yeah. We were supposed to keep the sauce ready. Did you not make the sauce? So yeah, so for sauce, you can do a few things, okay? For sauce, either you use the tomatoes, cut the tomatoes. What I do for sauce, what I do is I would saute ginger, and because I like a little spicy, jalapenos. So ginger and jalapeno in olive oil. Then I add turmeric to it. And after that, I will add tomatoes to it. So either tomato or tomato puree, one of the thing, right? You do that, saute it. Once your tomatoes are done, just puree it well. While you're pureeing it, I add basil leaves to it, fresh basil leaves, because I like the flavor of basil leaves. So fresh basil leaves to it. And once that is done, once it is pureed, right? You're using hand blender or your mixer or anything. once it is pureed, just add Italian seasoning or oregano or any of those, right? To get extra flavors. And your sauce is done. Okay.
So we do have to boil the tomatoes.
You do have to. You don't have to boil the tomatoes. You can just saute tomato in oil until it is done. You don't have
And
to
also,
boil.
Mataji,
Yeah.
and also, Mataji, I have a pizza party every Saturday.
Oh my God! You had already been eating so much pizza, huh?
Yeah, I live at a temple. That's why.
Yeah, you told me, right? The temple, right. Yeah, that's nice. That's interesting. All right, kids. So if you're done putting our sauce, the next thing I usually do is, because I want my paneer to be soft. So these, so I have this paneer which is like this. You know, this is I always forget the name. What paneer? Tikka, right? Tikka, right? I'm thinking kadai paneer again and again. I know what's wrong with my mind today. Okay, so this is paneer tikka. I have these cubes, right? This is the size I've taken. And I have shared the recipe for paneer tikka also in the recipe that I shared with you all in the group. So yeah, this is paneer tikka. This is the cube size, and this is what I'm going to spread here so that it gets the nice flavor of tomatoes, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Top it with paneer now.
Mataji, can we crush it?
Yeah, you can crush it. I mean, whatever way you want it. You can make tiny pieces of it. You can just slice it. You can just dice it. You can shred it, you know, grate it or anything, whatever way you like. You like bigger pieces, add bigger pieces. Just the way you like it. Use it.
Mataji, for next week, do you want to ask children what they want?
Yeah, Mataji, once our pizza is in the oven, I just want to send the survey to kids so that kids are leaving.
No, they're not leaving. We are making pizza.
I thought they're leaving. Okay, if they're not leaving, we'll share the link in the group and we can just find out what kids wants to do. Is that okay?
Sure, Mataji. I just want to remember because you said me, right? That's why I was saying.
No, thanks for reminding, Mataji. By the time pizza is done, maybe it's smelling so good, I'll forget everything. So thanks for reminding. I just want to remember that. Yeah, but just for everybody's reference, next week I'm just thinking of 3 things, and I'll just send the survey, and then whatever you pick, we will make that. One of them is a sweet corn. Sweet corn what? Sweet corn bread. The other one is cinnamon rolls, and the third one that I was thinking was a pecan pie, or any other pie that you want to make.
Mataji, pecan pie.
Mataji, already I have one more. My favorite thing.
Pecan pie, I wanted a good recipe from long time.
Okay. I like the one I make because it's I like it. I do not know if you like it or not, but I really like the one I make. So we can try that.
Mataji, can we make cinnamon rolls?
Oops. Okay, now we have 2 options now. So what I'm going to do is I'll send the survey. Whichever gets the maximum vote, we'll make that next week. But don't worry, all the 3 things that I just mentioned are my favorite also. So if you're not able to make one of the things next week, we'll make it next to next week and next to next week, right? Like that, the week after that. So we will definitely make all of it, okay? All the 3 things, so don't worry. But once our pizzas are in the oven, I will definitely send you the link to the survey, and then we'll decide.
Mataji, it is 7:11. Next class we need, right? So
Right.
we will be pushing everybody to the breakout room. I'm going to open the breakout room. Please, children, click on join so that you will be in the breakout room.
Right. Okay.
Mataji, just to double check, I wouldn't go to the breakout room, right?
Are you in the next class?
No.
Not? Then yeah, you will come to the breakout room. Anybody who's joining the next class would stay here, and whoever is doing